On January 9, 1980, 25-year-old Susan Lee Wolfe was abducted while walking in the 200 block of Franklin Boulevard in Texas. She was walking from her residence to a friend's house. Susan had just enrolled at the University of Texas at Austin School of Nursing. Susan had planned to stay the night with her friend on 49th Street because her residence had been exterminated for roaches. A witness reported seeing Susan walking eastbound in the 200 block of Franklin Boulevard when a Dodge Polara stopped and the driver exited, placing her into a bear hug with a coat over her head and forced her into the car. The witness also saw the passenger door of the car open, but did not see what the passenger did during the abduction. The witness described the vehicle as a white vinyl slim maroon two-door Dodge with major collision damage to the passenger door. The next morning, on January 10th at 8:34 a.m., a citizen found the partially clothed body of Susan while inspecting rental property in the south alley of the 2000 block of East 17th Street in Austin. Dr. Robert Bardo performed an autopsy on the body. The results showed that Susan had lost her life from a single gunshot wound to the head. There was also evidence that she had been strangled and assaulted. The investigation produced more than 40 persons of interest over the years, but only 6 suspects were interviewed. Unfortunately, the detectives could not find the guilty party, and the case went cold. A significant breakthrough in the case came in April 2023, when detectives submitted evidence related to Susan's assault. Almost a year later, the results ruled out the 6 suspects and identified 78-year-old Deck Barr Brewer Jr. as a possible match. In September 2024, Austin police detectives obtained a DNA sample from Brewer and interviewed him in Massachusetts. According to the police, Brewer said he had been in Austin and San Antonio, Texas around the time of the slaying. Now, Brewer invoked his right to counsel after he was told that his DNA was found at the scene of the slaying. His DNA sample was tested, and the report indicated that he cannot be excluded as the contributor of the partial major component in this DNA profile. Brewer was then charged with Susan's slaying. Brewer is already incarcerated in Massachusetts on unrelated charges. The police are continuing to search for the person who was in the passenger seat on the day she was forced into the car. Charles Wolfe was only 15 years old when his sister Susan was slain. He said, "Susan was always a surrogate mom to me. She was 10 years older, and when I look back at the family videos and movies, I am always in her care." He added, "Her demise certainly left a scar, an open wound in our family that we never thought there would be any type of healing for." Charles said that he and his family held on to hope for decades that justice would eventually be served, but as the years progressed and no update surfaced, he started to let go of that hope. He said, "Then on Friday, I turned on the KXAN broadcast, and there it is, the break that we had been waiting for." He continued, "It was amazing. It was an out-of-body experience. It was as if a dream had come true. I actually was dumbfounded. I could not believe what I was watching." While Charles was happy to learn of the break in the case, he said he was disappointed he learned from the news. He said, "I expected to hear something from a PD prior to the broadcast being aired. I am certainly happy that there has been a break, but I'm really disappointed with the communication." When asked why the Austin police detectives did not alert Charles, the APD said they are working with detectives to find out more.